Hello, hello everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I hope the volume is okay. Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this short notice. So, I want to say thank you so much, my people. It's been a while, and yeah, the lockdown is still ongoing here in Germany. So, I have to homeschool my kids and I have to take care of the children. So, I've not been very active on social media, on my YouTube channel, and all that, because of course, the children first. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you what is going on with me in case if you are wondering what is happening, that I'm not very active here on my channel. So you're welcome to my YouTube channel once again, and I hope you can hear me. I think the volume is not working. Oh no. Please, I'd like to know if you can hear me. Let me check if the sound is working. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's working. It should work actually. It should work. So, you're welcome to my channel once again. Thank you so much for joining me. As you know, the lockdown is ongoing and I have to take care of the home front. So, in case if you're wondering why, I've not been doing a lot of videos, I've not been very active, please bear with me, my people. So, today I want to talk about what is going on in your state, the clash that is going on between the Hausa and the market people. In short, whatever is going on there. I don't want to give it a name, but first of all, like I've done the video before when the issue of Sunday Igboho broke out, I was saying that you cannot blame Sunday. You understand me? You cannot blame anybody, but we just want to, at the end of the day, be able to control the outcome at the end. So right now we see that there's very, 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 very huge failure at the level of the government, and especially from the president. The president is acting as if he's condoning what is going on. And, these headers, they have caused a lot of damage from the middle belt, even right there up north. And this president is not reacting the way he's supposed to react. This president is acting as if he is just an enabler. And these people are actually able to come out and say something, with the effrontery that, like, I can do it and there's nothing that is going to happen. And now everybody everywhere is on edge. Everywhere is on edge. And everybody is, ready to fight back. You understand? Hi, sis Joy Okafor. You're welcome. Hi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's been a while. So I just wanted to do this video because I don't know when I will come online. I decided to do the video. At least the video will be here when I'm gone. So what I was saying is about what is going on in or your state in Ibadan. To the glory of God, the governor has taken control of that now. He has gone to visit the area, and I heard that a lot of the northerners are being evacuated, something like that. I learned a lot of them were leaving, and I also learned a lot of people lost their life. But before I continue, I have a video that somebody who was there. And I think this person is a northerner. She said she was there. She's an eyewitness. She saw what happened. So I like to play the video. Yeah, it's been a while, my sister. The lockdown is ongoing, and the children homeschooling and health. Like it's been a lot. It's been a lot for me. So I just do as much as I can. That's why most times I just do one video or so in a week. Very unusual. It's not easy. We've been on this lockdown since last month. No, since December 14th, and each time they keep increasing it. You see, so before I forget, I want to show you this video. But I pleaded with her, but she refuses. So this is the video of somebody that said she's an eyewitness of what happened, how the whole crisis started in the first place. So I want to share this video with you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Guys, good morning. This is Nana Aisha reporting to you from Shasha Ibadan, where the crisis is taking place. Please, guys, I've been reading a lot of posts saying the northerners are at fault, the northerners are killing people. Please, this is just a total misunderstanding. Okay, this is a quick story of what happened because I was there.
Okay, a Nigerian man carried a basket of tomato. So he fell down and the tomato all pour on the floor in front of a Yoruba woman's shop. So she stood up and faced the Nigerian man, telling him to pack the tomato and also wash her shop. So the Nigerian man was like, this is a market, there's no way he's going to get water to wash the shop, but he's going to pack the tomato. He pleaded with her, but she refuses. She said she's not going to she said until he was the shop before, yeah, she's going to leave him alone. So another Yoruba man jumped into the conversation. It was like the Nigerian man asked to wash the shop or else they're not going to leave him alone. So the Nigerian man pleaded with them, but they refuses. He said there's no way he's going to get water to wash the shop, but he's going to pack the tomato. So the next thing, the Yoruba man slapped the Nigerian man. Immediately, the Nigerian man also slapped the Yoruba man back. So immediately the Nigerian man slapped the Yoruba man. The Yoruba man tripped on the floor and he fainted immediately. So people gathered, they rescued they took the Yoruba man to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, they reported him dead. Some people were just as shocked. They were like, how come just one
Good
slap, you don't die?
evening. Oh no.
So one idiot that was also there posted rubbish online. He said an Hausa man slapped a Yoruba man to death. The social talk got angry, then started killing the Hausas. They thought it is really Hausa people that started the war. They don't know that it's a Ninja. It is a Ninja man that slapped someone to death, not an Hausa man. So please, guys, whenever you want to post, investigate before posting. Just don't post rubbish. Just one post started a war. Just one post has killed million people. Please, guys, please, 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 and please, please think before you.
So she's saying that what happened was there was like a disagreement over something that was dirtied, and she's saying Niger man. But for an ordinary southerner, you cannot tell who is a Niger man and who is a northern Nigerian person. You see, so she's saying that somebody started something, and then before it got into a disagreement, and one slapped the other, and the other one slapped the other one back, and just because of that slap, that one fell on the ground. And why is immediately that one fell on the ground, they now rushed that one to the hospital. And when they now rushed that one to the hospital, and they now later heard that that one have died, just ordinary one slap. This is what she's saying. This is what she said. She said that she's an eyewitness. This is actually what started the whole thing. But we know that there has been tension already of these headers and all this stuff that has been going on since, and the government have not acted responsibly. The leadership failure, the governors, the president, everybody that is in charge, they just looked away while people are complaining, and everybody was on edge. And at the end of the day, when the whole atmosphere is already charged, people quickly turn on each other. The random person, whether you are going from anywhere, you will just become a target just like that, you see. Yes, my sister, I just decided to share this story because of course I'm not there. This person said she's there. She saw what happened, that it was a disagreement between two people who happen to be Hausa and Yoruba. Although she's saying he's a Niger man. Okay, I can think that an average person, like me personally, I don't know who is a Niger person. I can't tell the difference. So if I see maybe a Northerner, I will say a Northerner. I don't know if he's a Niger person. And I think that is what everybody knows. And, they are saying he slapped somebody, just one slap, that one now collapse. And before you know it, it has brought about a lot of casualty on both sides. And there are people who were just about on their way, coming back from school, all this kind of thing. This is what I dislike most about this ethnic tension. People are just on their own just because you are a Yoruba person, an Igbo person, a Hausa, just by being on that wrong place at the wrong time, you have become a victim. This is why I hate all these things. So the atmosphere is already charged. So anything, just everything is on edge. Yeah. Yes, too much hate is already in the heart, too much hate. And the politicians are supposed, for example, the president, even though he can say, okay, maybe the governors, but there is nobody taking care. Oh, just a minute. Get to Papa. Understood. Sorry. Just a brief break again by my baby. So yeah, because everybody is already charged up, this narrative, this is what I continue to say. I'm not there, but I know I've been there and I know what it feels like. I'll tell you guys a story. When I was I think I was doing my what do you call it, IT, industrial training at that time. I think it was year 2000 or year 2001, I don't remember. The same thing happened, something similar in the north. They said they were doing that Sharia crisis. The governor of Zamfara state started this Sharia something, and that Sharia something, they started attacking everybody that was Satana. Even it was Yoruba, they were just, the thing was too much. And at some point, the thing now resulted in retaliation down south. And that meant anybody who was, looking northern or something like that was also attacked. And I remember that day I was coming back from my post where I was working at Apapa in Lagos. So I was coming, and when we got towards what they call it, my two. When we got towards my two, then all the buses, they were lining up. They asked all of us to raise up our hand, and they were looking at like they, all the like, and there was like curfew, no movement. Just few bus were allowed to move, and there were people standing on the road, and they were holding all kinds of things, and they will say they will be looking into the bus, obviously looking for somebody who pointed, who looked somehow. And a lot of people who were not, like most times we are saying Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. There are so many people in between, actually. Many people are in between. Do you know that so many people who are not Yoruba, who are not Hausa, because they can't arrange them to anyone. They will say, "Oh, you are not Igbo, you are not Yoruba, that means you are Hausa." So a lot of people fell victim. I remember that very well. And yeah, even in the north, it was terrible. It was terrible. And I think they said the governor of Kaduna state and the governor of that's Zamfara, that they went on, I don't know, like they were not around, and the people were on rampage. Like I will never forget that history. I remember one of our neighbors. I think their egbon, like was a Yoruba family, and I think their elder brother was living
This is
in
Nana
Lagos
Aisha
that time.
reporting to you from Sasani
Well,
Primary University.
their elder brother was living in the Kaduna or somewhere in the north. So the guy was just coming back, and he was like, and he started crying. He was Egbon me, everybody, like the whole street, like you just got the story that the Egbon, like the elder brother has fallen victim over there in the north. So the same thing was at the same time. The same thing was happening in Aba. There were some kind of reprisal because they loaded full bus of, I think, a bus that was on the way to north, somewhere along the road. They set it on fire, and kind of they brought the whole bodies back. Like it was bad. It was bad. And at that time, it was President Obasanjo that was in power. Good evening, Edobo. Good evening. Good evening. I really hope you guys can hear me, because I don't know if the audio is loud enough. I hope so. You see. Yeah. So um I hope the audio is loud. Please let me get that confirmation. So my people, what am I saying in essence? What I'm saying is it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing, and we have to be careful, especially at a time like this. it's bad enough. Let us not go beyond this, because this is a very, very critical time. Imagine the whole of Europe is more or less on lockdown. Look at Germany. A whole Germany has been on lockdown since 14th of December. Huh? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that feedback. So Germany has been on lockdown, and the same thing. Many countries, everybody's about this corona crisis. Everybody's talking about vaccine. I think this is, we shouldn't exacerbate the whole situation. Please, my people, like, this is my message. I know, I understand what is going on. And in one way, I know that some people will say, let this thing not happen in the north. I know that this northerners may not react now, you know. But if they should react now, you know that everything is going to go up in flames, because everybody's already charged. The Southeasterners are charged. Now the Southwesterners are charged. And where is all this coming from? Failure in leadership. And I think that we should really, really, instead of attacking each other, let us channel that energy to the leadership. Let them do something about what is going on. Journalists, influencers, everybody, the talk should be on the government. The government should do something. Please, this government should do something. President Buhari, do something. These people, you are keeping quiet, and it's like you are giving them that enablement that they are your brothers. You are standing by them. You see, this is what is angering a lot of people. How can something like this be happening and the president is not saying anything? Okay, look at the governors. They have a security vote. They get money. They get resources to secure their citizens. They are not doing anything. They are not doing anything. Okay, the president that is giving them money for security vote, you cannot ask them, your security vote, what did you do with it? Nothing. Okay, maybe you can say the president did not elect the governor. It is the people that elected the governor. Okay, what is the House of Assembly of every state doing? Why can't you, attack your governor and say, this is your job to secure the people in your state. You get the security vote for this. The House of Assembly of every state in Nigeria, especially this our south and southeast, southwest, every south, they have all this, what it takes. They are not doing anything. Everybody fall down and say, you understand, Buhari. And Buhari is also not saying anything. He's so quiet. You can't even defend this. Like, I don't know how you can defend this silence. When they say a silence is deafening, it means the silence is so silent that, even though you are not hearing anything, it's like you want to go deaf with it. Oh, good evening. Good evening, Destoba. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, we are still on lockdown, so it has not been easy for me and the kids, and it's snowing also, and the homeschooling is getting too much, really. It's not easy again. Everybody is restless. So, yeah. So what am I saying in all this? In all this, what I'm saying is, let us be cautious. I want to play for you an audio that this lady has made. I think you people know her. She's one of the journalists of Northern Extraction. So she made one audio. I will play that audio with you for you guys, and then I will conclude what I think about that audio.
Please, guys, I've been reading a lot of. Kadria Ahmed. I'm a journalist. My name is Kadria Ahmed. I'm a journalist, and this is my message to the Nigerian media. It is with a heavy heart, worry about Nigeria, and a sense of impending doom that I'm sending this message to you, my colleagues in the media. Let me begin with a question. What exactly will we gain if Nigeria descends into war? How does it advance us if our fellow citizens turn on each other and begin large-scale ethnic killings against each other? Let me even assume that a few of us don't believe in Nigeria anymore and want to see it broken into its constituent parts. How does enabling ethnic strife help achieve this objective in a way that guarantees the outcome you want? For some time now, many of us have thrown away the book on ethical reporting. Propelled by emotion, we have betrayed every moral consideration
that assigns our noble profession a role so significant we are seen as the last hope of the common man, so much so that our jobs are constitutionally protected. Despite numerous examples that exist, which have proved, including not too long ago in Rwanda, that the conduct of the media can help in promoting, starting, and perpetuating violence and ethnic troubles, we have turned a deaf ear to pleas to not become a tool that enables hate. But we have failed to heed these warnings. We have given platforms to the worst among us, the extremists and the bloodthirsty. We have turned militia leaders and criminals into champions. Instead of us to lead calm and rational discourse on the existential challenges we face with a view to promoting actionable solutions, we have succumbed to hysteria and the next exciting clickbait headline. And yet, for many of us, especially media owners, this place called Nigeria has been relatively good. This country has given many of us more opportunity than the majority of our fellow citizens. We have reaped a bountiful harvest from this place. We have done so well that if, God forbid, this country is consumed and chaos reigns, many of us will hop on a plane and bugger off to the many different countries abroad where our families live in peace, even though they are not native to those places. We will run off and leave our foot soldiers, our reporters and headline writers, who we allowed, maybe even encouraged, to go down this path, to navigate a country at war, alone and perhaps without the ability to fully protect their families, both immediate and extended, from the horrors that will follow. And there's no doubt it will be horrific. The playbook is written and tested. We saw it in Sierra Leone, in Liberia, in Rwanda, and more recently in South Sudan and the Central African Republic. There will be killings in the thousands. Limbs will be chopped off with machetes. Women and girls will be raped. Food will be scarce. Fear will reign. The most brutal among us will take charge, and their word will be law. They will not tolerate journalists who try to hold them accountable. And these horrors will not always come from the boogeyman we have been at great pains to create and project. It will come from the militia leaders fighting to take control of our neighborhoods and increasingly scarce resources. This is not a film script. This is the reality of war. Our job is to hold power accountable, and it is exactly what it should be. The focus on those in charge, especially President Muhammadu Buhari, should be relentless and loud and insistent. But when the killings happen, and they seem to have already begun, it is not the president's family, nor that of his ministers, nor indeed anyone with any sort of great influence that will mostly die. It is regular folks, people already forced to travel and move in order to eke out a living, settlers across all of Nigeria. The ignoble role we are now playing in bringing this country to chaos is at odds with most of our history. We have always been the ones Nigeria could rely on to lift our voices together for the betterment of this country. Our proud history of fighting colonialist masters carried on with the fight against military dictatorship to standing up to civilian governments that tried to perpetuate themselves in office. I
So
don't know at which
anyway,
point we decide.
anyway, I like what she's saying. I like what she's saying. But there is a but. So before I go on, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Thank you so much if you have just done that and support my channel, all of you. Thank you so much. So yeah, what I don't agree with her, like she's saying the playbook. The playbook she's saying, she's referring to far away Rwanda. She's referring to far away Central Republic. She's referring to far away Sierra Leone. Do we really have to look far? What has been going on in Nigeria? What has been going on in the north? It's not as if I don't remember or we don't know anything. Like when we are calling for caution and logical and decisive discourse, we are not in selective memory of what has happened. So I think that her message is good. Her message is saying, calm down, we have nothing to benefit, we have nowhere to go. But the example she's referring to, we don't have to look far. The example is right there within Nigeria. Going back from what they call pogroms, what they call riots, what they call mayhem, what they call all kinds of things, what they have always called it, and down to the Boko Haram, and now to the bandits, and now, like the example is there. The example is there, and the message goes to the leadership, and especially the leadership of the northern elite, who have turned a blind eye and who have not taken responsibility for any of this mayhem that has happened, and all this anger has stoked up in the heart of people. And so the message should be directed to that leadership. And she is an NTA reporter. I don't hear them critiquing the president, especially, for example, his silence and his condoning of all what has happened in the Middle Belt. A fact that people are still in IDP camps and they cannot go back to their places. So this is something that I feel that there is an element of hypocrisy there. I agree with what she's saying, that we have nothing to gain if the whole country burns down. And, of course, everybody that is fermenting this crisis are not there. They have somewhere else to go. It's still the foot soldier, those are who write the headline. This is ultimately what we are saying. But I'm saying that we should not forget, we don't have to look far. For everyone that is from the southeast, for example, the license is there, so that we must look for solutions and follow tracks that will not lead to worse casualties, worse calamities. This is where I stand in my own. The onus falls on the leadership. And for example, where is the opposition? Look at, can you imagine this kind of government, this kind of leadership style, this kind of crisis that is going on? Is it not something like food that is made in heaven that is supposed to be for an easy opposition? An opposition that will shout and talk down this, and everybody will hear the whole world. Like, where is the opposition? We are not seeing any opposition. So the media has failed in that. The media are afraid. The media are not free to do what they are supposed to do. You see, and so what do we have? We have individuals who have their own platforms on social media. For example, this story that this lady told in this video that I shared with you earlier on, where she said it was a dispute between two people, and one, it led into a fight. One slapped this one, and the other one slapped back, and that was it. He slumped, and by the time they got to the hospital, it was already BID. So you see, and the narrative went on social media, the Hausa and Yoruba, and before you know it, the chaos and everything that went on there happened. So the onus falls on the media, on the opposition. What are you doing? On the leadership, on the House of Assembly. Everybody that is a leader must do their part, because if anything happen, even though they may escape, but they will not have that leisure, that place that they have. They will first of all have to find a way out, and this is something that we don't want. Personally, I don't want. I know that there are people who are yearning for it, out of maybe ignorance of the consequences of and the impact of what a large-scale conflict will be. I don't know, or for whatever reason, but there are some people that are, edging others on and stoking all these embers. I would really hate a situation whereby, even though we have always condemned what was going on in the north, we have never resorted to doing that, to that extent. So we cannot become what they are in trying to say that they are wrong. For example, we cannot become them. We have to still be higher and still find a resolute, more sane way to come out of all this quagmire. But this route that everybody is hitting, they want fire, fire, fire. Let it burn, let it burn. My people, please, and I really, I call for caution. I call for caution, especially because of the time that we are in. And even if it is not in this time, things are hard, things are difficult. We depend on everything. We're a consumer society, and the farmers that are normally the one producing food, they are also on edge because of the same headers crisis. So I would really like to call on the government in charge to step up their game. I don't understand too why a government will keep quiet. Imagine, and how can a government keep quiet and there is no opposition? Do you see any opposition? I've never seen anything like this. Normally, opposition are on the media every day. Normally, a sitting government should be on edge because of the opposition. They say, hey, he has done this, hey, yeah. But this one, nothing. Nobody is saying anything. At the most, you will see one Facebook post from say you don't know nothing, you don't know that there. It's like opposition is just there for election. Nobody is saying anything. The president doesn't say anything. He doesn't come out. He doesn't issue anything. He doesn't issue press conference. He doesn't say anything. This is unacceptable. And everybody is looking on. The Senate is there. They are not saying anything. They are not saying anything. House of Rep members, they are there. They're not saying anything. The governors are just, I don't know what is going on. But it falls on the leadership. It falls on the leadership. And the leadership must stand up and hem all this crisis that is about to erupt now. Please, my people, let us tone down these rhetorics of hatred and, that can lead to people turning on each other. This is just my own opinion. This is what I'm seeing there. I'm seeing it that everybody have legitimate grievances. It is legitimate, but let us not lose our humanity in the process of being aggrieved of whatever it is. Let us not lose our humanity. This is where I continue to stand. And yeah, I played the audio, the video where somebody who was there when he started was giving the account. So I would like us to tone down, tone down, tone down. Because at the end of the day, everything that goes up will come down. So let us still tone down, please, and give peace a chance. Let us give peace a chance. Hey, good evening, Jerome. Good evening. Oh, really? I'll have to check. I've not been active on social media. I've been busy down, and the lockdown just got to me. I don't know. I just kind of can't in fact, I don't know how to explain it. I was a little bit down, and then the children, and then I have to do homeschooling, and then I have to still do some job. But it's not. It has just been overwhelming for me, and then I still have to keep up sometimes also with my fans on Facebook. So I'm just kind of divided all over the place. So I will check the video. I will check my email. Maybe I will check my email and I'll get back to you. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, my people. It's very, very easy to start all this thing. You can never know how far the fire will go. And it is important that we recognize that the Yoruba people have been a very accommodating people. But up until now, the Northerners have always been the ones that, go out and stoke up all these hostilities, and every time people bear this bro. But for the first time, we are seeing that everybody is equally ready for it. Bring it on now, 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 now. So what am I saying? At the end, we are still going to be the one that will bear the brunt. The leaders will always have their respite, you see. Yeah. Oh, the underlying cause. I don't know. This is the same thing we are saying. Law enforcement agencies, they are failing in their duty. I don't know whether they are overstretched. And it's almost like there's a tacit support for them from the presidency, from the law enforcement. And especially, for example, I don't know if you guys saw the video where the governor, I don't know who he is, this Sheikh Gumi. This Sheikh Gumi, he's actually on like no-fly list or something. He can't visit the US, for example. He can't visit Saudi Arabia. He's like he's wanted. And he was on video visiting bandits, like bandits that have magazines. Like, so these are people who are going into communities in the north, not even in the south, who are like who are causing mayhem there in the north. And this man is seen going to be with them and talking with them, and justifying it with the Niger Delta issue and the amnesty. So contrary to the way we look at it, that say these people, they are still looking at it like they gave the Niger Delta people amnesty, because those ones, they were also armed with all this thing, and still, yeah, do I give them amnesty? So they are still making that comparison, that they gave this one amnesty, they gave OPC, what they call it, I think Goodluck Jonathan gave OPC pipeline protection, some kind of contract, something like that. And they sent the Niger Deltas abroad to go and do scholarship, to go and study and learn a skill. I think this is something that they are mirroring. They don't even care that it is actually that their own region that is devastated. And this man is seen on video. He's seen on video visiting and having conversation with these people. Like, this is mind blowing. I used to have that video. I will see if I can find that video. So yeah, somebody sent me that video, and I was like amazed that how can something like this happen? He was seen. He went there to visit them, but like, of course, when people in the south begin to retaliate, you cannot really blame the people, but you can blame the law enforcement, because they don't want to do their job. You can blame the government. You understand me? Because the people, they are only there, you take my thing, you destroy my market. They react on that level. It is the law enforcement that is supposed to come in. But what we are seeing now is a law enforcement that is almost like, you know unfair in the way they are dealing with the people in the southern region. They are like unfair, like, as much as I'm a critic of IPOB and all these things, but you see that unfair treatment there. The way they are taking these ones and putting them in the cells and locking them up, and you see them going to negotiate with people you are supposed to round up and put them in jail. You are going there to negotiate with them. So I don't understand this, and I was asking somebody, well, what is up with that? Why can't they clamp down on them? And the person was telling me that it is very, very easy for them to round up the south, any region that is there in the south. If it's southeast, it's very easy for them to round it up and clamp down on it. But in the north, it's very difficult for them because of the vast land where there is nobody, where that is going to be difficult for them to clamp down on them and overtake them. That is why maybe they are looking for an easy way out of negotiation. But whatever that is, in the end, we really have to put our foot down and say, the governors, the state house of assemblies, do your job. They have security, but use it. If you cannot use it, then you step down. Like, the critic, the anger should be directed at those in leadership. Because what we have now is the governors, they just kind of sit back and say, okay, they are going to be blaming President Buhari. And of course, President Buhari is adding salt to the injury. He's not talking. He's not doing press statement. He's not doing any live videos, like coming out in person to be addressing issues. It's like, invisible, unseen, like something like this is weird. This is weird. And the whole thing, at this point, the whole nation is like on the edge, about to fall off the cliff, But still, I will advocate for caution. Oh, there are no investors anyway. The investors are like, things are really hard now. Investors are like, I don't know. I learned that aviation industry is booming, because of course the roads are not safe, and so people just had to fly. And so the aviation industry is booming because of that, obviously. So new airlines are being formed, so more people are flying, taking the local flight routes to their destinations. But how long? How long? But somehow this is, I don't know if this is antithetical, because somehow this regime is also delivering some kind of infrastructure, um, you know, um, like for example, there is a train that is running from Ibadan to Lagos. And there are some, like, you can still point at some things that the administration is bringing. And I learned that they are giving COVID relief and giving housing. I don't know, like I learned that they are doing some um, um, personal intervention and regional intervention, actually doing something, roads, renovating roads and all those things. Yeah, those kind of things are still going on the air. But at the end of the day, when your life is not safe, when you cannot travel from point A to point B, of what use is it going to be to you if there's anything? So, and the silence of this man is not helping matter. The people who are handling him, they are not helping matter at all. We just see pictures, like, you continue to see pictures. You only see pictures. He rarely comes out to do video. Rarely. In the last 1 year, I only saw him in one live video where he was responding to, was it BBC or something like that? Yeah. But otherwise, he would just do some kind of speech. He doesn't talk. Like now, for example, the governor, I think either the Sultan of Sokoto has come out to say that they should stop open grazing. He has come out to say that, and the El-Rufai has said that the bandits should be dealt with, not negotiated with. But the president has not said anything, nothing, until yesterday. When he said that everybody that is, causing problem for the for whatever is going on is going to be dealt with. And I learned that they have done a meeting with all the security agencies, and they have decided that they will start town hall meeting with stakeholders in all regions of the country. They've already started with the northern region in Kaduna, and they are going to do so in all the regions in the southwest, in the southeast, and then they will meet with people in their regions there. Go to the villages and into the small enclaves and interact with the people, and find lasting solution to this problem. This is what I actually learned happened 2 days ago. On the 11th, they convened. There was a national security meeting. But these things are going to take a while. But for now, they really need to step up their game and clamp down on this crisis. It should not escalate beyond this, because this is going to be dangerous for Nigerians at large. Really, this is going to be dangerous for Nigerians. And of course, all of us have loved ones there, and even though we are not physically there, we are still there in the spirit. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts and my opinion, and also to share with you what actually happened. So for those of you who were not here when I played the video of what happened, let me just play it again.
Guys, good morning. This is Nana Aisha reporting to you from Shasha Ibadan, where the crisis is taking place. Please, guys, I've been reading a lot of posts saying the Northerners are at fault, the Northerners are killing people. Please, this is just a total misunderstanding. Okay, this is a quick story of what happened because I was there. Okay, a Nigerian man carried a basket of tomato, so he fell down and the tomato all pour on the floor in front of a Yoruba woman's shop. So she stood up and faced the Nigerian man, telling him to pack the tomato and also wash her shop. So the Nigerian man was like, "This is a market. There's no way he's going to get water to wash the shop, but he's going to pack the tomato." He pleaded with her, but she refuses. She said she's not going to. She said until he washes the shop before, yeah, she's going to leave him alone. So another Yoruba man jumped into the conversation. It was like the Nigerian man asked to wash the shop, or else they're not going to leave him alone. So the Nigerian man pleaded with them, but they refuses. He said there's no way he's going to get water to wash the shop, but he's going to pack the tomato. So the next thing, the Yoruba man slapped the Nigerian man. Immediately, the Nigerian man also slapped the Yoruba man back. So immediately the Nigerian man slapped the Yoruba man. The Yoruba man tripped on the floor and he fainted immediately. So people gathered, they rescued they took the Yoruba man to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, they reported him dead. Some people were just as shocked. They were like, how come just one slap, you don't die? So one idiot that was also there posted rubbish online. He said an Hausa man slapped a Yoruba man to death. The social talk got angry, then started killing the Hausas. They thought it is really Hausa people that started the war. They don't know that it's a Ninja. It is a Ninja man that slapped someone to death, not an Hausa man. So please, guys, whenever you want to post, investigate before posting. Just don't post rubbish. Just one post started a war. Just one post has killed million people. Please, guys, please, 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 and please, please think before you.
So yeah, this is what basically started the clash. Basically, this is according to her, but I don't know how true this is. But she says she's, eyewitness. She was there and she witnessed what happened. So, like I've said, what I wanted to say, my people, let us still, you know, give peace, even though the peace is illusionary, but still, you cannot trade it. Like I was, I have family in Houston, in Texas, in Texas. Do you know that they are out of light? They are out of light. There is no light. They are in black light. They are in blackouts now. They don't have light because of the cold. And Houston is normally very, very, very humid, very hot. But because this extreme cold came, and they just kind of locked everything out, and everything is frozen. No water. Water is not running because their pipes are frozen. They don't have the facilities. And people, when it's snowing, and then it kind of um gets icy, so it's very slippery, and people are driving. They don't have the capacity to put salt on the road, so that there will be friction between the eyes and the tires and stuff like that. So it's a major catastrophe there. The people are in that for 2 days, no light, they are freezing, they can't cook anything, no water. Imagine, this is happening in America, in Texas. Yeah, she's saying Niger. She's saying Niger, of course. Like I said when I started the video, like for me personally, I can't know who is a Niger person. For somebody a northerner, they may know the difference, but for a southern Nigeria Igbo of any ethnicity, you can't know who is a Niger person. So you just say a northerner, because all of them, they have the same physique. I will assume. So these are very, very interesting times, and it is very, 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 very unwise to escalate hostilities at a time like this. So like I was saying, now in Texas, people are going hungry, no food, no water, nowhere to go right now in the US of A, in America. So this is something that has just had, like, natural disaster brought upon them. Imagine when people now go and bring a normal disaster upon themselves, now turn on each other. So Kadara Ahmed, she's a journalist, she has spoken well, but for me, I would just like to say that the example is in Nigeria. You don't have to look far. The example is there, and it has been happening, and they are turning on people in Nigeria. But we don't want a situation like that. We want something that can be lasting. And the problem is, I think everybody is busy pointing finger. Nobody wants to introspect and start from your own end. So at the end of the day, even if you point your hand, and look at all this altercation now, all the people who have lost their life, all the people who are injured, just like that, they don't go with that. And then the governors will not come, and then there will be peace, and but all the things that, what about the market? What about all the goods? What about all the economic losses? Who is going to give it back to them? Who is going to restore their goods and their merchandise? Who? Nobody. The same crisis, the same suffering, the same aching as a living. But who is always going to be okay? The governors, the leaders, everybody, all of them at that level, they are still okay. Who is suffering it? He's still the same traders that turn on themselves. So I personally, I will never use my platform to preach hate. I will never preach hate. I will never say these people are like this. I'll always try to, be objective about whatever I'm talking about, and not be a place where hate goes forth to cause destruction. There's no room, there's no basis for that, At the end of the day, it's still the same poor people. They will talk to the same people, they will turn on each other. Normally they are living together, helping each other, doing their thing. But tomorrow somebody will put it into their head, that one is Yoruba, that one is ordinary, normally neighbors, they will turn on each other. Hey, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, they will start all these things. At the end of the day, the people that incited you and put all this in your brain, they are not there. They are not in your immediate neighborhood. They are not the person you are going to go and say, my sister, do you have salt? My sister, how people really interrelate with each other at that level. Really, but it's still those people that will go to mosque and incite them against Yamini, incite them against Yoruba, incite them, then cause all this kata kata. But without all this incitement, people will meander away from their differences and coexist. Really. I remember when I was in Lagos, our landlady, she was a Muslim. Even at that, the day Alaja, the day that they are doing their Salah, we will eat together, everything, the ram, everybody will eat from it. The same day, the same time when we were doing Christmas, they will even sew Christmas clothes for their children. They'll be saying Odun, even though they are not Christians. That coexistence was there, and everybody was doing their thing. Usoko, Urobo, yeah, anywhere you were from, Hausa. Even we had a malam from like when we go and buy something in the market, we had a malam that used to bring the things we bought, because they can carry things, heavy things. So when we finish buying, you just tell them, they already know, they will carry the whole thing and bring it to you where you want it. They will bring it, when we buy buckets like Gary, all this thing, they will bring it. Do you know this mayhem I was talking about that happened in 2001 or so? That one of those mala was one of the victims that the thing took at that time. So, but before all these things, everybody will be coexisting, everything will be fine. But you see, all the time there are still people who have the gift to manipulate other people, to turn on each other. But the people that you are turning on each other are not the real problem. Look at it now, they have turned on each other, but the headers are still there. The headers problem is still there. It has not been taken care of. The open grazing that is initiating the loophole for through which all this criminalities is taking place is still there. It has not addressed it. But what has happened? People's goods and services have been destroyed and disseminated. People's means of livelihood, they have to start from beginning. A lot of people will be in hospital. A lot of people will be handicapped from now onwards. For what? You see, I don't know. You can say this thing from one end to the other. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you are a saboteur. You don't take the side of your people and all those things." I'm a humanitarian, and I see the humanity first, and even though I know that you go forth from a base, but at the core we are the same. At the core we bleed red. At the core we are humans first, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much, my people. I think I've really said what I want to say. I don't like the the video to exceed like an hour or something like that. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, thank you so much. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And yeah, I don't know when I will come online. I was really hoping that the lockdown will be over, and everything will go back to the way it used to be, but that will not be. So here in Germany, we are still on lockdown. They extended it to 7th of March, and no school. That means the children are at home. We are doing homeschooling, and you have to. And funny enough, Germany is actually not ready for digital education. So what we do is they give us the sheets for the assignments, and then we have to sit down with the kids and go through it, and then we submit it at the end of the week and collect the new ones. So this is what we are doing, because they are not doing video digital education. No, they are not. They were not ready for it. They don't have the facility. The schools are not prepared for that. The schools don't have the capacity to do all those kind of video schooling or digital education. So we just still do this manual thing. Every teacher arranges it the way they want. So that's why I've been kind of scarce. So I hope you guys will bear with me. I hope that when the lockdown is over, and when I'm able to have the kids at school and be by myself, then I'll be able to have more time to organize some things before I pick them up again. So thank you so much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Bye for now. Bye.